I have a Janome 9000. It wasn't put in for repair, but I have, sometimes we have customers that they want the latest, greatest, newest, and the Janome 9000 was the latest, greatest, newest, but we just came out with the Janome 10,000, and one of my customers traded in her Janome 9000 for a Janome 10,000. It's in like-new condition if you want it. I said, well, how much is it? And she said, well, I'll let you have it for $1,500. I said, okay, are you willing to take some kind of layaway?
Yaffa?
No, this is not Yaffa. This is one of the listeners. I was asking if you were still broadcasting because I got dead air.
Yes, I for some reason they shut down the show. It's not actually ended. Let me see if I can get Yaffa back.
No, that's okay. I'm a personal friend of Yaffa's. I can call her.
Okay.
But I was wondering if it was my phone or if the whole show went off.
Yaffa?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the show did go off.
Can you hear me?
This is Alice. This is Alice. I called in to find out what happened.
Can you guys hear me? Hi, Alice.
Hey.
They can't hear now.
I have not a clue what the blazes happened. The phone just dropped the dang call. My bad. What's the last thing you guys heard me say?
No, it wasn't just the phone. The whole thing went off the air at 9:30.
The whole show went off the air, or
you got kicked off the air at 9:30.
Okay, are we on air now?
Yes, we are.
Okay, how do I get out of queue?
What's the last thing you guys heard me say? I know I was talking about this car.
I'm going to mute.
Okay, sweetie. I know I was talking about this car. That was Lady Al. That was the all. I don't know what's the last thing you guys heard. I don't want to start all over, and I don't want to skip out where you guys missed stuff. But anyway, I put out that I wanted this particular car, and I wanted it to run. I wanted the body to be mint condition clean. I didn't care what year, what make, what model. As long as the body was clean and the car ran and the interior was clean with the current sticker. So I went to buy it from the guy, and he was like, well, I want $350. Well, that's the most I said I was going to pay for the car. And I said, well, will you take, I was a little short. I said, will you take $340 or something like that? And he said, sure. He gave me the keys, he gave me the pink slip, and I was off and running. The car ran. It was mint condition interior, mint body, but I realized when I got out of, and it was exactly what I had asked for. I realized when I got out of the car that the car didn't fit me. It's like I didn't look right getting out of this car. For some reason, it just didn't fit. But it ran. Had a current sticker. The price was the price that I wanted, that I was willing to pay. The body was clean. The interior was clean. Now, I didn't notice until a while later that I'm rolling along, and all of a sudden, thank God no police rolled up behind me. There was so much smoke sputtering out of the back of the car, which I didn't notice the first day I got it. I think I noticed maybe the next day I got it. But there was so much smoke sputtering out of the back. It was like this plume of whitish cloud, and all the cars behind me couldn't see a bloody blazing thing. If any police anywhere had rolled up, I'd have gotten citations for smog pollution, blinding other drivers, and everything else, because nobody could see behind me. And I was like, whoa, okay, this is what I asked for, but gee whiz, this is not what I meant. So I had to go back to the drawing board. I sold that car and got rid of it, and I put out exactly what I want. I said, okay, I want a 260, 240, or 280Z. I want it to be this year. And I said, it's got to be, I narrowed it down. I said, okay, you know what, forget the 260, 240. I want a 280Z. It needs to be this year. I don't care about minor dings, but I want the drivetrain tight on this car. I want the body in overall good condition. And I don't want to pay more than $900 for this car. I got real specific the next go-around. There was an Asian cat who, I guess the car had been stolen from him. And by the time he got it back from being stolen, someone had broken the ignition switch. They had busted the windshield or something like this, and they had gotten a little dent on the front of the car. But he did get the car back. And I said, well, what's wrong with the car? He said, nothing. You know, first of all, I don't want it. It's been stolen. You know, I don't want it. Somebody else has been in it, had it. And, you know, the ignition needs to be repaired and the windshield needs to be replaced. But and this something going on with the brakes. You need to do the brakes in the back because they wore out my brakes doing whatever. Or maybe they were worn out by him. But the fact is, by the time I got with him, I said, you know, I said, well, how much is the car? He said, $950. I said, will you take $800 for it? He said, yeah. He took the $800. This car was tight. I mean, the interior was clean. The drivetrain was strong. This car, I could push a van, and I used to push all kind of cars to break down in front of me. Pickup trucks, I'd be like, do you need a push? You need a jump? Well, if you can, I don't have this. And it's like, you got cables? No, I don't have no cables. Like, well, I can give you a push. My little 280Z was tight. I said I wasn't going to spend more than $900. I got the car for $800. The other $100 I used to replace the windshield. My dad repaired the brakes. He paid for the shop to replace the ignition, and that car drove for years. And I'm saying all that to say, energy follows thought. You have the power. We have the power to keep the United States government from shutting down tomorrow if you want it to keep running. You have the power to get the energy grid back up the United States, get it back up around America to keep these people that are coming in here with some whole other steal children, kill children, molest children. The whole objective of these people is to get control over here so they can get control of the children, just like they do in all these other countries. They will run in with armed soldiers or armed law enforcement, and the first order of business will be to either arrest or kill the men, rape the women, maybe kill them, molest and sodomize, and then abscond and take off with the children. Everywhere these people go have gone around the world. This is what they do. And if you don't understand that, then you haven't been listening to me. And the point that I'm making is you have all the power. Everything right in your world is your fault. Everything wrong in your world is your fault. You either are thinking stinking with stinking thinking, or your thoughts are so scattered and not focused on what you really want because you've given no thought to what you do want. You just thought about what you don't want. Or you're crossing your own will and stepping on your own toes. Now, when you do that kind of stuff, you wind up with things not going so well in your life. So what I want you guys to do as listeners is remember that these laws of energy that I'm giving you, I want you to know about the laws of energy and how energy is most affected by your thinking, especially if you're melanin rich or you've done any massive amount of spiritual work. And if you're melanin rich, you don't have to do a massive amount of spiritual work. All you have to do is sit there and let these people that want to stay on top of you keep feeding you their poison about your melanin richness or what you call your blackness and how we're just criminals, we're just poor, we're just broke, we can't do anything, you know, we need the man. Well, a part of the problem right there is calling this fool the man. You're the man. The word man is mana, and it means supernatural force and power. Stop calling other people the man. That's why people are over you, because you call yourselves by the wrong things. You call yourself things like black, and you haven't looked up the definition of it, and you're proud to be what you think is black. Well, I'm telling you, the word black means white. It also means sullied. It means evil. It means bad. It means all these horrible things. But it ain't you. And part of what's wrong in your world is you're calling yourself the wrong shit. You need to learn this language or learn how to communicate telepathically with pictures and not use the language at all. And I don't know the whole language. I'm not a master of it. But I have given people as much about it, and there's more that I'm going to give you as we go, as you need to know, because you can't make things manifest for you the way you want them to manifest for you when you are using the wrong words for what you want, thinking they're the right words for what you want because you speak English and you don't know English. And you're thinking thoughts that are janky thoughts, not knowing that you're thinking janky thoughts. Man, I hate being black. You know, I hate black people. Well, you're not really what you call black, but you kind of think that you are, so you put these kind of curses on yourself. And everybody around this country, I don't care if you're male or female or black or white, if you let the boob tube give you the images that you're supposed to think are great images to be, they will have everybody thinking that there's something wrong with them. Oh, I'm too dark. Well, I'm too light. Well, I'm too black. Well, I'm too white. And my hair's not blonde. And my hair's too straight. Well, my hair's too curly. And my boobs are too big. Well, my boobs are too small. Damn, my ass is too big. Well, shit, my ass is too flat. You know? My muscles are too big. Well, I ain't got no muscles. If you let these people keep dictating to you what beauty is, as opposed to determining for yourself that you are, for lack of better words, a perfect manifestation of the omniversal forces of omnipotence and omnipresence as you are, that what you call the Creator did not make a mistake with you. I don't care if you're what you call gay or straight or if you're a hermaphrodite or whatever the case may be. The Creator didn't screw up with you. Somebody screwed up with the way you think about yourself and the way you perceive yourself and the way you perceive the world, because unfortunately, you've been told to compare yourself to somebody else. You are not here to compete with others. You are here to personal best yourself. You are here to make you better, for lack of better words. You're here to evolve your own growth. You know, you don't have to be better than Joe or Sue or Tom. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. You don't even know the damn Joneses. You ain't never met these fools, but you're trying to keep up with them. That's not your job. Your job is to evolve you and become the most appropriate, one's own you that you can be. And every day that you get up and you remember who you are, and both of your eyes are still working, if they are, both of your ears are still working, if they are, your spinal cord is still intact, all 10 of your fingers are working, both of your arms are working and you still have them, all 10 of your toes are working and you still have them, both of your legs work. You remember who you are. You don't have Alzheimer's, and it's like, who am I? Who are you? You got up today. That's a better step than a whole lot of people. Some people did not get up today. Every day that you get up and more things are working for you than not is a great day for you. Start perceiving your world better and differently, and your world will become more appropriate for you. It's like, hey, today's a great day. Really? Why? I'm up. I'm here. And as long as I'm here, I can do better. As long as I'm here, I can make changes in myself and hope that my changes in myself will impact others to evolve to their betterment, for lack of better words. You know, you can keep growing and evolving because that's one of the things you're here. You're here to yoke into yourself and to evolve yourself to the highest potential level that you can be. And one of the first orders of business is to get clear on who you are, get clear on who they are, get clear on who a friend is, and get clear on who an enemy is. Because if you are in what you call the United States of America, as jacked up as it is here, we got problems. We do. This house is a damn mess. This salad bowl is a mess because other people have people tripping on, you're gay, you're straight, you're bi, you're white, you're black, you're nappy, you're straight, you're light, you're dark, you're poor, you're Christian, you're Muslim. This dumb shit. It's dumb shit. It's stupid shit. It has nothing to do with your evolution. Don't spend so much time worrying about the next somebody and trying to judge them and what's wrong with them and their dress is too short. Hell, you make sure your dress isn't too short if you think dresses should be longer. If you like dresses short, wear yours short, and the hell with everybody that don't like it. You're trying to please you today. Now, hopefully you're not totally embarrassing your children. You don't want to be a complete ass about it, but the objective is this. As bad as things are here, they could be a whole hell of a lot worse. Yes, they could be better, but they could be worse. And the people inside of the United States, because we're still in a slightly better position than most people of the world, have the power to level this playing field, to fix the world by starting with the fixing of yourself and the way you think about yourself and the world. Now, yeah, the United States government has been thoroughly